Welcome to our Boston Celtics. Today we're exploring the Mount Rushmore of the Boston Celtics, where we dive into the legacy of four legendary players who shaped the NBA's most storied franchise. For over 70 years, the Celtics have established a legacy of greatness, championship banners, legendary players, and unforgettable moments. Today, we honor the icons who have become synonymous with Celtics pride: Bill Russell, Larry Bird, John Havlicek, and Paul Pierce. These four legends embody what it means to wear the green and white, and each has left an indelible mark on the game of basketball. Bill Russell. Our journey begins with the cornerstone of Celtics history, Bill Russell. Russell didn't just define what it meant to be a Celtic, he defined what it meant to be a champion. Bill Russell was more than a dominant force on the court. He was the ultimate winner. Playing for the Celtics from 1956 to 1969, he led the team to 11 championships in 13 seasons, an accomplishment still unparalleled in sports. Standing 6 feet 10 inches with an uncanny ability to block shots and grab rebounds, Russell's skill wasn't limited to his stats. He changed the way defense was played. Russell's legacy goes beyond his physical dominance. He was a leader and a revolutionary, fighting racial injustices and standing up for what was right in a time when that was as challenging as any NBA game. He became the first African-American head coach in the league in 1966, taking on a role as a player coach, a groundbreaking achievement. In his career, Russell won 5 MVPs and was a 12-time All-Star. But even more impressive was his impact on those around him. He made everyone better, an ability that every true champion possesses. He's more than a Celtics legend. He's an icon. Larry Bird. If Bill Russell was the foundation, Larry Bird was the spark that reignited the fire of the Celtics' dominance in the 1980s. Known as Larry Legend, Bird brought swagger, skill, and a relentless drive that left a lasting mark on the NBA. Larry Bird joined the Celtics in 1979, and from the start, he was a game changer. With his incredible shooting, passing, and court vision, Bird was the quintessential player who could do it all. His rivalry with Magic Johnson not only defined an era, but revitalized the NBA as a whole. Bird won 3 championships with the Celtics, and each of them came with the grit and grind that defined his career. He was a 3-time MVP, a 12-time All-Star, and could score from anywhere on the floor. But it wasn't just his numbers. It was his clutch performances and sheer will to win that endeared him to fans. Larry Bird was tough, tenacious, and took every challenge personally. Whether it was sinking clutch shots or diving for loose balls, Bird's impact on the Celtics and on basketball goes beyond just the stats. He was a basketball genius who played with heart, and that's why he's on this Mount Rushmore. John Havlicek. Next up is a name every Celtics fan knows: John Havlicek, affectionately known as Hondo. Joining the team in 1962, Havlicek spent 16 seasons in Boston and left as one of the greatest Celtics in history. Havlicek was known for his relentless energy, defensive prowess, and clutch playmaking. His famous steal against the Philadelphia 76ers in 1965, where Havlicek stole the ball, is still one of the most iconic moments in NBA history. He was a player who thrived in pressure situations and consistently rose to the occasion. Over his career, Havlicek won 8 NBA championships with the Celtics, putting him among the most decorated players in the league. Known for his versatility, he could score, defend, and lead, embodying the true spirit of a Celtic. Havlicek was named an All-Star 13 times, and by the time he retired, he was the Celtics' all-time leading scorer, a record that still stands today. His hustle, durability, and leadership made him a true Celtic legend, and he'll forever be remembered as one of Boston's finest. Paul Pierce. Pierce's journey to become one of the faces of the Celtics' Mount Rushmore is as unique as it is inspiring. Drafted in 1998, Pierce spent 15 seasons in Boston, where he became known for his scoring prowess, clutch performances, and undying loyalty to the Celtics. Pierce entered the league at a tough time for Boston, as the team was struggling to regain its former glory. However, he quickly established himself as a go-to scorer and one of the NBA's rising stars. His mid-range game, smooth step back, and ability to draw fouls made him a nightmare for defenders. Pierce wasn't just a scorer, he was clutch. In 2001, he scored 19 points in the fourth quarter against the Nets, showcasing his ability to close games. And over the years, his nickname, The Truth, which Shaq gave him after a particularly impressive performance, began to resonate. As the seasons went on, Pierce's numbers continued to climb, and he consistently ranked among the league's top scorers. He led the Celtics to their first playoff appearance in 2002, reaching the Eastern Conference Finals. That year, he and Antoine Walker brought excitement back to Boston basketball. Game 1 of the finals was unforgettable. After injuring his knee, Pierce was dramatically wheeled off the court, only to return minutes later and lead the Celtics to victory. It became one of the defining moments of his career and one of the great scenes in NBA Finals history. Paul Pierce's impact didn't end with his last game in a Celtics uniform. His jersey was retired in 2018, and he remains a beloved figure in Boston. He inspired a generation of Celtics fans and set a standard for what it means to be a leader. On and off the court, Pierce's legacy lives on in Boston, where his example of loyalty and grit continues to inspire. The Celtics teams of today, with players like Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown, often look back on Pierce's career for inspiration. Pierce was a tenacious scorer, known for his clutch shooting and ability to step up in big moments. His 24,021 points with the Celtics ranked second only to Havlicek. And while he had the finesse to hit the game-winning shots, Pierce also had the grit to battle against the toughest defenders. Paul Pierce's place in NBA history is secure a Finals MVP and a legacy as one of the best small forwards of his era. But beyond stats, he's remembered for the confidence and clutch moments that made him the truth. Paul Pierce's name belongs right up there with the all-time greats, not just in Boston, but across the NBA. His journey, filled with highs, lows, and an ultimate triumph, is a testament to his talent, hard work, and love for the game. So there you have it, the Mount Rushmore of the Boston Celtics. Bill Russell, Larry Bird, John Havlicek, and Paul Pierce. Each of these legends brought something unique to the Celtics' legacy. Russell's defense and leadership, Bird's skill and tenacity, Havlicek's versatility and hustle, and Pierce's loyalty and scoring prowess. These four players represent the best of the Celtics, champions, leaders, and symbols of what it means to wear the green and white. Their legacies are forever etched in Celtics history and will continue to inspire future generations of fans and players alike. Thank you for joining us on This is Sports Team History's Mount Rushmore of Boston Celtics. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more content, and let us know in the comments.